Hey guys, welcome back. We're looking at a Frankenstein grill today. I would say an actual Frankenstein grill, made from multiple parts, grill parts. This one has two different grills in it. Has a vertical here, which I plan on just building a shelf and putting it on it, and that didn't work out. I found out I could combine the two together and really do some really weird stuff with it, which is cool. I've done a ton of mods on the vertical smoker. It's got some issues when I was running it. It doesn't get enough air to it. It also has a charcoal thing that goes in the bottom of it, which is no longer there. Now it has a V in here, additional holes in the bottom as well. Them holes, I have to make a pan to catch the coals, the hot coals that are falling out. So this is mainly just for air. This unit gets air from here, there, and also over here as well. This ties right into the other grill, or the other smoker rather. It also has another hole there that I use this one for if I want to cook in one and use the other one for a warmer. I can turn this one into a warmer, which is really cool, and it actually works really well. I have a temperature difference between the two. If I'm cooking with the firebox and this one running it, where I'm kind of pushing it, I can get it up to about 550 air, depending on how hot you want to burn that wood or how much wood you want to burn in it. This one here is normally between the verticals about 75 degrees to 50 degrees difference in temperature. It doesn't have a really good, temp there like it would over here. It's just mostly just the way the airflow moves through it. Now you can shut the stack down up here and go from there. I haven't got that far yet to shut it down. See how much I actually can push through here and into there, opening these vents up for stack instead, which they're right here. There. This is its original stack. There, letting the heat out. Frankenstein, I mean, this is a real Frankenstein. The table here that I put on here is actually a set of hand trucks. If you look really hard, you'll see. So where the wheels go, right there. It's just turned sideways, bolted to the grill. The smoker here, and this is mounted to that and this as well. It does have a barrier between the two here, which is a kind of like a heat barrier, I guess you'd say. They're fixed up so that it's like an insulator between the two. If I just want to use one, I don't want to use the other to kind of keep the other one cool, I can still kind of sort of do that. But it works great for a warmer too as well. Doing this caused a couple things. If you like running an offset like this here, now I have two offsets if you really think hard. I have this offset here, and I also have an offset now that's a vertical offset, which is cool. I haven't cooked on it that way yet, but judging by me building a small fire in here like this here and opening the doors up on the side and letting it pull air in, it seemed the heat just dewed up really, really good. That's if you don't want to do it direct over, cook right over there. So you can still do the offset and, smoke and stuff like you wanted. This one here has had a lot of stuff done to it. This is not your typical char griller. Yes, that's the name of it, what it used to be. This is also a char broil. Two have been put together. On the inside we have baffles that I've installed here. I got tired of having my food, the heat coming through and burning everything, and then having cold spots there. So I wanted it to come upwards, the heat coming up out of the firebox. And I'm trying to control it the most I can down here on the bottom with tubes. You can clearly see the heat here, how it comes out of there, how well it actually does heat. I think burning soot off of here is around 630 degrees. If we actually burn it off, I'd say we damn well hit that temperature during firing up this thing and rocking it. A little bit there as well. So you can see it's pretty much evenly heating up really well here. It has been through the bread test, the biscuit test. Everything does work real well. The inside of the tubes have slots in them. They're not the prettiest things in the world. They do not run all the way to the back. I left a gap there so the air can at least move some of the heat out of here and out if I want. The inside here does not have holes right here by the area. Usually it's too dirty for me cooking chicken. These holes can be controlled on the inside of the firebox. one of them right here. You can control the heat. You build your fire in here. The heat rises, gets caught by this here, carries it into the tube, which is back through there. It's really cool, so I can get the camera down in there. See, here's another one. I can shut it off somewhat by doing this and flipping it up so it doesn't capture the heat anymore. Or I can close it and get my full heat that I want. This is the other one here. Grab and pull out for you. There we go. It captures the heat as well. And you can see I can slide this one in and out to give me access to the firebox. As you can see here when I slide it in, basically shut it down. Okay. Getting into the firebox now. Slide this in. Out of the way. I have just kind of an upward lift thing here for putting my coals in here, my wood. The box works a little better here. This box is insulated here on the, I'd say 3/4 of it, or a little less than 3/4 of the box is insulated. This heavy gauge steel here is added about 50 pounds to the box, which was crazy, because the next time I cooked, my whole firebox almost fell off. So went back and reinforced it, got it good. It has a crappy little thing hooked up here for it. I also had to go and reinforce this as well. It's not like walking out here and throwing your food on there or something and it's falling off or bending or whatever. But all this is removable and it comes right off. And the inside as well, these pipes go straight out. My baffles are just screwed in by 2 screws. They'll come right out. But it's very easy to clean, which is nice. I can't undo anything I've done. I can undo pretty much about everything, I think. All that I can't do is this here. This is my grease fire here. In case I do get a grease fire, I have a way to put it out. Also a great little way to let some bad smoke out if you got some bad smoke going in. It does have a Yeti cup on it. If you ever try to grab something off a stack before, and you will leave your fingerprints there permanently. This cup is insulated and it works pretty good on grabbing. So, but I do have a little Snoopy sitting here on top of it, and he will absolutely dance once that thing gets to rocking in the heat. He'll just sit there and bounce around and dance. The stacks is different. The original stack is only this long here. It's as high as it went. I did tune this stack. By doing what I'm tuning it, I mean fire this thing up, having it running like it should. You always get like the really hot spots here, and then you get your cold spots there, and it's really weird how the grill would work, you know, when you buy it. So what I done, but got some flashing that you put around a house or something. It comes in a roll. So I added 12 inches on to start with here. It's just flashing here, 12 inches to it. And went back and checked it, and then damn if I didn't have cold spots over here and hot spots over there. So the next thing I'm doing is adding another piece to it, so that's 12 more inches. So by the time I got my next 12 inches on it, everything's working pretty good. Everything's pretty even. I like it. So by doing that, the grill cooked a little evenly, had a little bit more draw to it like it should, so that was great for me. So I said for shits and giggles, we'll just throw another piece on it, so I just threw another piece on the top of it. The whole thing just pretty much shut down. It just wouldn't work right at all. So I took the other 12 inches off of it, made a little crappy little lid for turning on and off, and that's kind of wound up at. Good. This thing actually cooks really, really nicely. It's very nice. See, another modification I did was put a bucket down here, a metal bucket. This is my grease drain here. I normally run it wide open while I'm cooking for any grease to run out of here, and I do tilt the unit up just a hair so it'll run this way, and it actually works pretty good. So you can kind of see your fats, like your chicken fat and stuff, when it starts rendering, it starts dripping out of there, which is cool. I learned that from somebody's channel, thank you, and you'll probably watch it one day. But it's a really weird setup, but it's a Frankenstein, and I really, really like this thing a lot. My control for here is off by a wrench. See how thick that steel is? This is a great insulator. I went from an hour, 2 hours, maybe, at the most on carrying coals. Man, I can carry coals for 24 hours. Come back outside the next day, 24 hours later, and you can literally drop a piece of wood in here, move it around a little bit, and she's lit. So you have to be very careful on how to watch. If you want your coals out, you really need to put them out. But this is Mr. Frankenstein. If I make any more modifications to it, I will post another one. I will be making a pan here for this, so I got to come up with a way to do that. And a few other things. This thing is extremely heavy. It really needs 2 more wheels on it to roll around and do whatever with it. But if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up.